What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and Dope Living TV.
Yo, this is Tony Terry, and you're watching Dope Living TV.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver, and whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
What's up? We watching Dope Living TV. What you watching?
Yo, welcome to Dope Living TV. Dope Living TV. Dope Living TV. We got it all. Come and see. Yeah. Let's see. Dope Living TV. Dope Living TV. Yeah. Check us out. Come and see.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Let's start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live. What? You want it? You want it, Steve? Hold on.
How you gonna do me like that, y'all? What's up, G? What's up, everybody?
What's good? What's good?
Started by the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV, or not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. I got
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You got it. You got it. You got it. Hey, man, I got a lot of stuff to cover real quick. Tonight is the Relationship Roundtable. All right. World famous, I call it. The world famous Relationship Roundtable, where we and our friends from the very, very popular, world famous Melanin Marriage. Yeah, they come on and they help us out. Okay. I'm glad that they help us out because, you know, we got two competent people that come on, you know, well, Steve and Gina, they're competent people in these relationship game. Okay. But then we have two more competent people, brother Anthony and sister Dr. S. Marie and Pat. Of course, she won't be on tonight. She has some pressing issues. So, you know, but we get it out there, y'all. We got questions, and tonight is no different. We got some questions for you. All right, but before we go, man, I gotta mention, man, Peebo Bryson, man.
Peebo.
You back in the day, man. You know Peebo Bryson, okay? He had a stroke.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
So yeah, so let's pray for Peebo, man, and hopefully he can come through this. Also, man, we lost Foster Silver, okay, from the Silvers. The man, I used to love the Silvers, especially the girls. All right, but yeah, from the family Silvers, music group Silvers. Rest in peace, brother. You gave us some great music, man. Misdemeanor, remember when he was little? And it's just a misdemeanor. You got to get over it. Come on, man. Boom, 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 boom. Come on. Also, man, this gentleman right here, his name is Ronald Lepre, man. This guy was the bass player for the Commodores, man. He died as well on the same day, all right? So, hey, man, let's give everybody their flowers while they are here. And let's celebrate them as they pass on to a better place, all right? That's all I got today, man. But yes, today is the Relationship Roundtable. Oh, I want to let you guys know, too. Hey, Wednesday, we're not going to be, well, if you want to come on, Steve, I can set it up, okay? But I got an interview with my guy, Sino. Convo with Sino. It's going to be live, okay? Great show, great platform. Y'all know I don't do too many interviews at all, okay? But this guy, he's from the hometown as well, and with his co-host, you know Sino?
I know Sino.
That's my guy, man. Okay, always has been very supportive. So he messaged me and said, "Greg, can I please get an interview with you?" And I said, "You know, I really don't do them, but for you, yeah, I'm doing." So yeah, y'all tune in Wednesday, 7 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube.
I'm gonna be tuned into this.
Yeah.
To watching this, to watching that with you.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be on.
I'm gonna be tuned in watching you.
I should tell them to put you on with me, but yeah.
If you do that, but I'm gonna be watching it with you. I'm gonna be on there with you, watching it.
Absolutely, man. We've been pushing it. Okay.
Hey, one thing, real quick. Excuse me. I want to, I do my little sports thing. Let's give it a dope living sports.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Well, I ain't even gonna do that first. First, let's give it up for Myles Garrett for getting out of Cleveland to them LA Rams, and they go win the Super Bowl this year, and the Super Bowl is in LA. They go win it.
Let's go.
And then come on, let's hurt G feelings. Y'all seen? Hey, you know what though? If you watched that game yesterday, and see, me and you, we we like sports. You remember when Michael Jordan won that first NBA title? How he laid on that floor with that basketball. You don't see emotion like that in the game.
Right.
LeBron didn't do no emotion like that, none of that. But that boy yesterday, that wasn't even the championship. That was the Western Conference. He had emotions.
Wimbayama, yes, he did.
He was emotional. You see, he was crying. He was emotional, man. That's what I love when I say I love sports. See, I hate that I couldn't play because of the seizures, but that emotion that he had, that's why I watched the game.
And there you go. Absolutely. What's up, Angie? Angie, we talking about everything tonight. Hold on, told you.
Have my back, Angie, because you know they like
put
to
your
try
seatbelt on. Put your seatbelt on. I don't know why SteamYard did that. Anyway, let's get my brother Anthony Banks on here. Bro, Banks, what's going on, bro?
Hey, how y'all doing this?
How you doing, brother?
Let me tell you something. I'm glad Miles gone from out of the AFC North.
Hurting y'all feelings. Hey, but I tell you this, I hate that he coming over to the NFC because as me being a Bears fan, I don't want to see him twice a year. But I tell you this, I'm happy for that man.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a relationship. That's a relationship that I'm glad to sever.
Bro, Banks, I like that shirt, man.
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
I like it, man. I do. I thought you had a town
Change your
with
background a little bit, ain't it?
Yeah, I mean this is my actual office.
Okay. Real good, man. Real good.
Okay.
Well, appreciate you coming to the show, man. I don't know where Marie is at, and then
Marie is actually sick today, man. She said she was really feeling bad.
Look at this relationship roundtable here.
Yep, they done messed up now.
We gonna hold it down for them.
Done messed up now, y'all. I don't know why my background went out, but okay. You know, StreamYard has been really treating me real dirty lately, okay? But that's okay. Let's get to it, man, okay? With our brother from Melanin Marriage, Brother Banks.
Actually, I've been messing up all day today with other shows.
Yeah. What's up, Gina?
Hey, guys.
What's happening?
Hey, Gina.
Y'all got it? Hello.
Yeah, hey. Hold on, y'all, real quick. I'm sorry.
Gina, people didn't mess with you when you was a kid, huh?
Huh?
They didn't mess with you when you was a kid, huh?
I got picked on all the way through high school.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. Then when I got into 9th grade,
it toughened you up.
Man, I fought all the way through high school.
I was gonna say, you beat that one girl up and you just started beating all of them up after that, huh?
I did. And people, they were saying I was in a gang. I wasn't in the gang. I just got tired.
You was the gang.
I just got tired. I got picked on because I was taller than everybody. I was skinnier than everybody. I had glasses. I got picked on for everything.
Oh, wow.
Well, you're gonna get picked on tonight too. So let's get this started, y'all.
I'm ready.
So
I'm ready.
First question. And Gina, I know you've done this several times. No, I'm joking. By the way, before we even get started with that, okay, Relationship Roundtable was fantastic over the weekend.
It was so much fun.
Man.
So much fun.
It was fantastic. So the next time we do it, Gina, Brother Banks, if you're available, I'm gonna do a FaceTime or a StreamYard or something and have you out there too, so you can give us, you know what I mean, Gina? I'm gonna have it on screen.
Yeah.
We don't know
yet. We can do that on their the next time we do it in June at DNK. I think we can stream it to the television that's in there.
Yeah, okay, we'll try that.
I would have to get Robert to do it. He know how to do all that.
We'll find out before the show. We get it together before the show. But yeah, get you in there, brother, and so we can get some conversation going. Anyway, Speaking of conversation,
Angie was there. Thank you, Angie, for coming out. It was amazing to see you again. I have not seen her since Brown Skin. You know how long that's been?
Been a minute, right?
It was so good to see her.
And also, I gotta say this too. I'm sorry. We're gonna get started in a second, okay? There was a problem with not a problem. There was a situation where we could not do the Relationship Roundtable at the loft. Or shout out to Daryl Biddings. He had some tragedy in his family. Send our prayers out to him. Talked to him a little while ago. So Saturday, June the 13th, not this week, but next weekend, we're going to do the Relationship Roundtable live at the Loft, 2:00 p.m. Want everybody to come through, hang out, and get your comments in. Okay, it's gonna be something. All right, let's get started, y'all. Let's get started for real. Have you ever stayed attracted to someone who treated you badly?
Oh, they become very unattractive.
But think about it, Gina. They out there. These a lot of women still stay with that person. Am I right, Steve?
Some people do. Because
it the physical attraction that keeps them there?
Because an attraction ain't a connection,
Yeah. That's crazy. So, Bro Banks, go ahead.
So I've been in a long-term relationship where, I guess you could say the physical, it wasn't the physical, it was more of the emotional attraction started to leave, and once you start to get that, man, everything starts to die down.
Yeah.
You can't really communicate. I mean, it's hard to be physical with somebody you really can't feel on a spiritual level, so that regardless of how much of a physical attraction you had, it can die down.
Once that emotional and spiritual, like you say, once that leave, even that physical attraction is gone. It's gone.
And sometimes you just stay there longer than you have to because of other circumstances, but it definitely ain't because of somebody looking good.
No, it's probably.
I found it so easy to leave when somebody is not treating me the way I feel I should be treated, and they may feel like they treating me good, but if I don't feel like they treating me good or treating me well, I'm out. It doesn't take much for me.
But Gina, you got like you got a moving company like in your back pocket.
For real, boy. How many for every question that we ask on the Relationship Roundtable, Gina say, "Nope, I'm leaving. Nope, I'm gone. Nope, I'm dipping."
And you know what? It's somebody told me, somebody I grew up with, a childhood friend of mine. He said, "You just like your mother. Y'all don't tolerate no man." This was a guy. A guy that I grew up with. He said that to me, and I thought about it. I was like, I think I am like my mom.
Well, I don't know if your mama like you now. Okay, look, Steve.
Greg, I give you that one.
I'm telling y'all how good this was. Gina's mom she was there, and she had a comment, and Gina ran to the mic, and she said, no, mama, that ain't the truth. Okay, she told off on her mama.
I want to hear that. I want to hear that situation. Come on, Gina and Greg, let's hear it.
Well, the question. I think I can't remember the question. Was it the one where I think you asked about? Would you? I think we had this question before. It was the McDonald's question, right? If your mate made a minimum way less than you.
Yeah, we did that on this show.
Yeah. And so that was the question.
She had such a beautiful comment. It was nice. Everybody was like, "Yeah, mama, go ahead." Gina said, no. Go ahead, Gina.
No, she was saying, when you're in love, you're gonna grow with that person. And I said, I done seen my mama kick some bumps to the curb.
And you should have seen her mother's face.
She didn't tolerate none of that. She did not tolerate any of that.
She said,
well, maybe she's talking about now in her later days. She's turned, she's changed a little bit. So she's speaking now. She didn't have the patience then.
Yes, it was. Would you stay for love or money? That was the question, Angie.
Oh, love or money? Oh, see, I'm staying away from all that type of stuff today.
It was a good show though. Byron said yes, and unfortunately, it's like a cat making love to a skunk. You like what you're doing, but eventually you get more than you can stand. That's nasty.
Stanky cat.
Let's move on. So, if you never found, if you went through life and you never ever found your ideal partner, could you still have a fulfilling life?
Yeah.
Honestly, come on now.
Yeah, I don't. I don't think you can go through life by yourself. We're not intended to go through life by ourselves. I just don't think life is set up for us to be by ourselves.
And I agree with you. I agree with you.
It's so unnatural to just sit around a house by yourself trying to find something to do. It really is.
We were not put on here to be alone. God made it for us to, have a mate and reproduce. But I think it's okay at times in your life to be by yourself. There's been times in my life when I was, I wasn't dating, I was by myself, and I was perfectly content with it. When I ate, my family was fed. If I didn't feel like cooking, I didn't have to cook. I enjoyed both sides of it. I enjoyed the married life, and I enjoyed being by myself.
So I feel like because don't nobody know when they're going, that means it's okay. I mean, I'm not saying I agree with everything y'all saying, but it's not saying your life ain't a success because you ain't married. That's all I'm saying. Because like you said, what if it's that time when you being by yourself?
People are labeled like that, Steve. People are labeled, especially women. If a woman is not married at an older age, they are looked down upon.
Sometimes, not as much now as before.
They still do.
No, I said they still do. I said not as much as it used to be.
Yeah, I mean, I feel what Angie's saying. You can find peace without the extra stuff, but you're gonna get that in any situation where you got two human beings coming together. It just you're gonna have that because drama or BS. It's just gonna happen.
I don't think that's
because every day you wake up, you're not gonna feel the same.
Mm-hmm. That mean you're gonna have drama.
But you ain't gonna always wake up on the right side of the bed. Even somebody on the other side of that relationship is going to have to be able to contend with your ups and downs, and vice versa.
Well, I mean, honestly, I think that's more on we have to contend with our own ups and downs.
Well, I don't think nobody really get up in the morning and say, I'm gonna contend with my bad day. You know what I'm saying? But when we have somebody,
we have to learn to control our emotions at all times. And like you said, everybody is not possible. I mean, I ain't gonna say it ain't possible, it's possible. But that's what we have to. We can't just intend on somebody to soften up for us.
But are you being, the question was
right. Let's get back to that question.
Can you still be fulfilling? Can you still have a fulfilling life?
I think so.
Found your ideal partner?
I think you can. I think you can.
But see, again, to your point, Brother Banks, and Gina's point at the beginning, when the comment was first made, we weren't put here on earth to be alone.
Put on this earth to be alone. Yeah.
So thus, if you look at it that way, no, you cannot have a fulfilling life if you don't have that ideal partner.
But that's the thing. When you say ideal partner, that's the key point right there to me. Mm-hmm. Because if you can't find that ideal partner, what are you going to do? Just jump into a relationship just because you shouldn't be alone? No. If it means that you have to be alone, then yeah, I'm gonna be alone because I'm not just gonna find anybody.
Right. I get that.
And to me, that's the key right there. You got to find that right person.
Angie says, what's the definition of fulfilling?
See, I want to say this, Greg. When you say fulfilled, I'm going to say this. That's putting your fulfillment in man when you need to put everything in Christ. Your fulfillment comes through him, not through man. You said, can you still be fulfilled if you ain't got
But Steve, that's an I don't want to call it an ordainment, but that's a gift that God gave us. Christ gave us.
A gift, but your fulfillment doesn't come from that. That's what I'm saying. Your fulfillment, you should be fulfilled as a person before that. That's again, like
I feel what Steve is saying. You shouldn't be looking for somebody else to give you fulfillment.
That's icing on the cake.
But you have to. We do have to, as Angie said, we do have to define fulfillment for ourselves. Okay, we do have to know what fulfillment is. All right, because fulfillment can be something different for everyone. period. Okay, and you say emotional, physical. You know,
well, you have your top 5 needs.
Yourself with God, and
you have
then
your 5 needs in life. You know, where you have to fulfill yourself spiritually, emotionally, mentally, financially, and lovingly. You know what I'm saying? So those things are what we all look forward to. And we look forward to those things to build us up and keep us standing upright and moving forward. Everyone wants confirmation, affirmation, and validation.
What I've received recently, I do a prayer meeting every morning at 6 o'clock called Call on the Wall. This is something I realized. Once we fulfill ourselves within God, He takes care of everything else. See, when we still trying to take care of everything else, that means we ain't put complete faith in Him. He say, cast your cares upon me.
But let me go back to what Brother Banks was saying, as far as, you know, God did not put us here to be alone. However, there are times in our life when we need to be alone in order for God to send us the right person.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where a lot of people have a problem, that period where they have to be alone and they feel like they need to get somebody to fulfill whatever they're missing, whether it's emotional, whether it's physical, whatever the case may be.
That means they need to work in their relationship with God.
That's why I said everyone's, you know, we have to define fulfillment for ourselves. All right. You know, even though it's a big thing when it comes from a spiritual aspect. Okay. But we need to still find out what fulfillment is for us. All right. Correct me if I'm wrong. But everybody's fulfillment, again, is not the same. So, I mean, I agree with everything that everybody said. You know, Steve, you had great points as well. Okay. And I just think that if we knew who we are and then knew where we came from spiritually, then I think that answer, the question would answer itself. That's just me, you know, and y'all know I ain't got no good advice, so whatever. Would it be, and we asked this question at the Relationship Roundtable, and I thought I'd bring it here, okay? Would you date somebody exactly like you? Now, everybody said yeah, but I was like, hell no.
No, I did not. I did not say yes.
You didn't say yes. You didn't. But everybody
I said I would not date me. I would not date someone like me.
No, I don't think I'd date nobody like me. It depends, because is it because people grow into people. So I mean, that's really like a hard question.
It ain't hard. You know who you are. You know who you are.
But
Greg, would you date if you was a woman? Would you date somebody like you?
I'm gonna put it like this: if I was my sister, would I date a man like my sister? Hell no. That's the
I'm asking about you. I'm asking about you. Would you date you?
No. Yes, because I feel
he
like
don't know. He don't know.
Right. I mean, that's the question I stay away from.
Like, I don't know. I'm confused.
I'm transcending into a better person. So that's why I'm saying I really can't give an answer. If I look at who I was 2 years ago, no. But if I look,
we're talking about right now, Steve. You can answer that question.
As I am right now today. Right now. Yes, I would.
Yes, I mean, it's very simple for me
because I'm a very difficult person. I'm very difficult. I mean, yeah, I'm difficult. I don't take no mess. I don't want to play no games.
But I date somebody like me.
Yeah.
Bro Banks, what say you?
I'm good with dating myself. I'm good with it. I'm loyal. I am caring. You know, I go all in, you know, spiritually, and I have enough conversation where I'm world-rounded, world-traveled, where we can talk about anything from sports to children to relationships. If I get another me, I'm good with it. We'll never be bored.
I couldn't date another me. Couldn't do it. Could not.
I hear you when you say that, Brother Banks, because if I date another me, I'll never be bored.
I'll never be bored. I mean, we're gonna travel, we're gonna just randomly turn on the radio and just start dancing and just kicking it. I'm not serious all the time. And there's a child in me that just randomly comes on out, man, and we just have fun. And if I can have somebody dope like that, I'm good.
I think with myself, I'm trying to do too much. I joke a little bit too much sometimes at the wrong time. And to be honest, I didn't know, being in the position that I was in with this television show and doing everything I was doing, that guy that I was when you knew me, Steve, I don't know that guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember that guy, and I wasn't really happy with that guy. I'm a different guy now, but I still got a lot of things that I need to work on. So would I date me? I wouldn't. Because
so you wouldn't date a person that's willing to evolve and better themselves?
But it's more than that, though.
Right. And see, that's where I felt. That's how I came with it, Brother Banks. I agree with you. Because where are you looking at? Are you looking at somebody that's looking at themselves in they are?
Think about the question.
Like they are growing into.
I thought about the question and your answer.
You know who you are. You know, and I appreciate your honesty, sister. Okay, because I'm with you on that. You know who you are. So the evolution is one aspect of me. That's one aspect, though. And that's the aspect, okay, cool. You want that, cool, but there's a lot more to come with it. And
I tell you, the difficulty would be the difficulty in dating someone like me would be we are two givers. And so that would be the difficulty in our relationship, because it would be hard for that person to receive. And you will have to battle trying to give things, to gift things, to receive things, or even receive help when you need it. So I think that would be the only caveat or downfall to that type of relationship. But in fact,
that ain't necessarily that, Brother Banks, because you're a giver don't mean you can't receive. I'm a giver, but I can receive. I am a giver. It don't mean you can't receive, though.
Yeah, you know me, Gina. You know I can't receive.
Yeah. See, I'm not saying that you can't, because God will place you in positions where you have to, but it becomes difficult to receive things because your pride get in the way, your ability to want to receive, because you're so used to protecting, you're so used to being that that foundation for everybody else, that it's hard for you to let someone be there for you.
Well, my difficulty.
Pride, you ain't getting into heaven with pride. And that's what people don't understand. When people say pride getting away, I released pride so long ago.
Well, my difficulty is my standards are very, very high. And I am an overachiever. And so two of me overachieving, working, you know how I grind. You know how I grind, Greg. Two of us like that, it just would not work.
I agree with you.
And at one point, I just
it wouldn't work together.
I was gonna be by myself for the rest of my life.
See, that's why you need that McDonald's brother.
But you know what? That McDonald's brother would be okay if he got some ambitions.
So you need Calvin.
If he who is Calvin?
Calvin
who's from the McDonald's commercial.
But the brother I was talking about at the Relationship Roundtable, he had no ambition.
McDonald's guy though. Yeah. If he got some, if you're working towards getting, elevating yourself, then I'm with you. We can do this together if you work. But if that's all you gonna do is be at McDonald's picking up rocks.
I mean, if you went from just to the shirt and not the polo shirt. But what if you went from the polo shirt to the button-down shirt?
Yeah, but and not only that,
you have to be working. You got to be at least working towards owning your own McDonald's or something.
Again, but what if he took those landscaping skills to your doorfront? You know what I'm saying, and making your house beautiful.
He is not a landscaper. He rake rocks the way they tell him to rake rocks.
Hey, I'm just trying to give the brother a one.
I can do my own landscaping. I'm gonna tell you, I can do my own landscaping, Mr. Banks. I can do my own landscaping. I don't need
McDonald's do not tell you to rake rocks. They do it themselves, man.
I don't need no landscaper. I can do that myself. You stay on over there McDonald's and break the rocks.
Did he work on Fifth Avenue McDonald's?
Raking? No. This dude that I know raked rocks somewhere in Maryville. He was
61st McDonald's.
Doing that landscaping, okay?
It's nothing wrong with that. But I dated a guy who worked at a car wash.
Mm-hmm.
See, I can. But you know what? I was trying to encourage him. I'm like, you do a great job. Why don't you do a mobile car wash? I was trying to encourage him. Let's start a mobile car wash.
Oh, something so Gina is Captain Saber Joe.
No, because he didn't want to do it. So he was gone.
Why that gotta be that? Why can't you just invest into a person that you love or you're, involved with?
How you gonna love somebody you just meet though? Come on now, you got to get to know a person. You got to know what their ambitions are, what their plans are.
I'm talking about just relationship. We about relationship.
I'm saying you can't take a brother off of cell block D and then try to make him into an entrepreneur.
Why you can't? Whoa. No, excuse me. And I'm finna say this, and I'm gonna say this real.
Greg, Mr. Banks, that's true. That's not true at all, because
Melanin Blakely,
guys that done went up to the top now.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Gina, tell him this. Melanin Blakely, he was a guest on this show right here. He went from the Indiana State Prison.
I remember.
And right now he's in Beverly Hills right now doing some filming.
Is that the one who had the shoe business?
No, he got the clothing line. Yikes. Young innovation.
And he made shoes. He had his own shoe line. He made his own shoes.
And so, he went from the movie OG with Jeffrey Wright. They filmed that movie in Indiana State Prison, and he ended up getting a role while he was in jail, while he was incarcerated.
Without a doubt. I mean, I know that there are multiple scenarios.
You said you can't. I'm just telling you, you can't.
No, I'm just talking about the ambition that Gina speaks of, that she has to take a brother from nothing to 100. You know what I'm saying? And maybe sometimes pushing that.
She didn't say that.
Say again.
She just gave him an interest. I mean, she told him, you good at this. But like you say, you can't lead a horse to water and make him drink. But
I'm just saying, there's a pattern of her, and it's not a bad thing. It's just that she has this workaholic mentality that she likes to instill in some men. That's not really it pulls at their insecurities and their egos when they get pushed into that type of situation.
She will make a brother feel like Tiny Tim, man, for real.
You know what?
And you know what, Mr. Banks, I'm not trying to make anybody do anything they don't want to do. If your ambitions is to stay there, I don't have to accept that. I don't have to stay and date somebody that I feel don't have the same ambition, not even the same ambition that I do, because my ambitions are high.
I ain't knocking your standards. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
at least have
Brother
some.
Banks. But,
I don't want you.
But understand what you said.
Mm-hmm. I know exactly what I said.
Everybody, I just say this. One thing, we got CEOs, so that means we need employees. But everybody ain't made, because she gave him a idea, don't mean she pushed him. He didn't go no further. You know what I'm saying? So we can't put it on that person, because the other person's drive is not there.
No.
I can't make
totally,
you be a.
I totally
can't make
understand her
somebody be a
standard.
go-getter.
She has a high standard, and some men are not built for that type of standard.
That part,
it's just that simple.
That part,
some men just not built for it, and she has a way of code cracking those brothers that's not built for it because they don't stay around long.
Well, they don't have a choice not to stay around because she don't let them.
She got that U-Haul in the back.
She keep him in the back when she driving. She keep him in the back seat, okay, just in case.
That you hit the nail on the head, Mr. Banks. You hit the nail, and I'm not here to make anybody. You know, people would say, "Well, you should accept him the way he is." Well, no, I mean, he could stay the way he is. That don't mean I have to be with him.
Hey, Bella, what's going on?
But let me ask you this. Let me ask you this question: What if his drive is to make you as happy and comfortable as possible emotionally, physically, and something that you may not invest in yourself because you more or less investing in your financial futures and things of that nature? But what if he slows you down to help you to see you?
I see me though. He don't have to do that.
Oh my God, that brother. Okay.
See? Yeah, he done. He's done.
I don't need him to do all that. I got that anyway.
So you gonna love yourself
regardless.
So you love yourself through the relationship?
Absolutely.
So what does a brother have, you know what I'm saying, to offer someone that has everything?
Ask Robert. Well, I don't have everything, but Robert enhances what I do have.
Got you.
And that's what I feel like a relationship should be anyway.
A great woman makes a man
You
great.
should enhance the other person's life. You should not be making their life. You should not be forcing them to do things. You should not be the one who is trying to give the love. You know, that should be there anyway. He enhances my life as I enhance his life.
Exactly. A husband enhances the wife's life. The wife enhances the husband's life, and together God enhances the relationship and the marriage.
Okay.
Because when we keep talking about this, when we put all faith in him, like I say, we don't have the anxiety and the stress of everything else.
Bella said you should be equally yoked. Yes, that is absolutely true. Let's move on real quick. We talk about having standards, but are standards actually standards, or are they walls in a relationship?
They definitely not walls. Walls is when you hit a point and you can't move forward at that point. Standards is what you are willing to accept.
Some people build standards, walls, but and label them as standards. So I think it's an individual thing, because you've built it so long, you convinced yourself it was a standard when you put yourself in the closet.
Yep, I like that, Steve. That they build their wall. They built walls,
right?
And that becomes they make them become a standard. Okay, and sometimes you can't climb over that wall. You know,
and you built it, and you know what it becomes? A wall of standards.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? That blocks your blessings. I mean, I think people know the difference between a standard and a wall that they've built.
I don't think they do.
I don't think they do.
You don't think so?
You know how many?
You don't think people understand that they
once
are
they're in the moment.
Once they're in the moment,
and they're building, as Steven said, these walls. They don't understand that the higher you build these walls, the more expectation that you're putting on this person. This person probably gonna say, "Hey, man, I can't live up to that. I can't climb this wall."
I can relate to that because I know the difference between the two. I just can't relate to that.
I think a standard so I have a high standard for appearance, and it ain't got to be your physical. I have a high standard. Don't come around me wrinkled. That's a standard that's ingrained in me from.
I love that. I can't stand it either, Mr. Banks.
Yeah. That's an appearance, you know, because it says something about you and the ability to want to take care of yourself. You don't have to have labels.
Hey man, this is a sweat.
You don't have to have expensive purses and all that other stuff. Just don't be wrinkled.
If you're coming at me, man, this is a pullover, okay? It ain't wrinkled. It's just things.
You never get a second chance to make a first.
I'm with Mr. Banks. I do not. My mother used to make us iron.
Got to pull it out.
Everything. When we would do laundry, we had to iron everything and hang it up. Now I don't do that because I hated that. But I iron every day.
That's a standard.
I iron every day. I iron my clothes every day, as opposed to
me too.
The way my mother used to make us do it. We used to have to iron everything in one day. But
I was at the Walmart last night getting another iron.
Hey, that's why they make them. I'm like, don't look like you just rolled out the bed.
So that's a standard for me, right? That's a standard, but it's not a wall.
It's not
because it's a standard that can be corrected because I can just iron your clothes, right? Now the wall is for some people, which I almost got caught up in. I don't want to be a step parent. That's a wall, right? Whoa. It's not necessarily a standard, but it's a wall that can prevent you from getting your soulmate. I have my soulmate who I actually said I wasn't going to date no woman with kids younger than mine. And so that almost got me in a position where I didn't have the woman that I have in the relationship that I have, and even the relationship I have with her kids. So
Mr. Banks.
Yeah, what's happening?
Why is it you understand that's a standard and that's a wall? What? I feel like everybody should know that. Well, I feel like everybody should know, okay, this is my standard, but this right here is a wall where I'm blocking. I just feel like everybody, if you don't know it, then you're not trying to know it.
I think when you say standard, are you really talking about this is their type?
Yeah, so you remember back in the day, TLC had this whole list of standards, right? And so I think some of it were standards and some was a wall to prevent her from getting the things that she really could have gotten in someone had she lowered some of those walls. Because sometimes people can put out standards that as a blocker to their emotions.
Right, and that's a wall.
Yes.
That's not a standard, that's a wall. But
I'm just giving a difference between the two of how they can be viewed and
but if you keep telling yourself it's your standard, you're just convincing yourself that the wall is a standard. And that's why I say it's nothing but a wall of standards. You know, it's how you convince yourself. If you wake up every day and say your house is blue and you know it's white, at some point you just go keep convincing yourself. Your opinion is your fact.
Yeah. But still iron your clothes.
Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. This ain't really wrinkled.
I don't know if you're trying to throw one at me. You say iron clothes. Hey, mine iron, so I don't know if you throw one.
You know what?
Well, first of all, I wouldn't be looking at you two like that. No way. Let's just start there. My standards are not for men.
I'm just saying though, bro. I'm not really wrinkled.
Hey, if you don't want to iron, you know the cleaners will do it for. It was at a point where everything I had, I was taking to the cleaners. My jeans, my t-shirts. It got ridiculous.
I had to iron all my
$199.
I did all the ironing for the house basically growing up.
Man, we had to iron our t-shirts.
I think that everybody can identify whether this is your standard or whether this is a wall based, because you know when you had a wall, you're blocking things, whether it's finances, whether it's love. There's a difference to me.
Yeah, because you can let some standards you can let.
But you're telling yourself it's a standard, you know, and like you just said, Gene, it's a wall. You're blocking it, and that's why you just can't see it because you think it's a standard and you block. Like basically, you're blocking your blessings.
Okay. Yeah, but I wouldn't give up my woman because she tried to give me something on a paper plate. See, I have a standard not to eat on paper plates.
You don't eat on paper plates either? That's a lot of dishes at your crib, huh?
Yeah, that's cool. I pay for water. You know what I'm saying? So why would I put if I'm gonna have steak, I'm gonna put it on a paper plate?
After you cook it,
Every meal can't be on
you remove
plate.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to put that on a regular
Right.
plate. But I use paper plates, but I use
Every
regular
meal.
plates too.
Every
depending on what
now
kind of meal
if I make me a bologna sandwich and some
or,
chips, I can pull out a paper plate.
Right.
But I'm not about to
exactly
have my
because I'm gonna throw
Sunday
everything
meal.
in the dishwasher anyway.
Because if you cut, if you're cutting, you can't. We understand that.
Bro Banks, yeah. I'm gonna need that bologna sandwich, dude. For real, you didn't get me.
But that's not a. Is that a standard or a wall, Mr. Banks?
That bologna sandwich is
a standard because it's not a deal breaker.
I think that's what it is, right there. Is it a deal breaker?
Is it a deal breaker? See, sometimes we put up a standard and make it a wall, so that we don't have to deal with certain.
That's something very mediocre though. That can be changed.
Yeah.
I want a bologna sandwich. I'm telling you, I'm gonna go fry one now. Put the little cut in it.
So if you have a female that says, "I'm not gonna date a man unless he makes 6 figures," is that a wall or a standard?
I'm good.
I think it's a wall for her because she's limiting herself to the potential of other things outside of the 6 figures.
That's her standard, though.
Right. I was going to say that, but what to her, that's her standard. I don't want a man that makes less than that. And I'm standing on that.
And guess what? And that's probably what. No. I'll look at it like that's her type. And if y'all remember months ago, I said, if you got a type, you've been at it too long, and everything that's your type, you need to go the opposite way.
Right, Bella?
Because that's everything that you thought was your type, you couldn't find.
So, Greg.
Hey, Bella. Greg. No.
The guy that I would not date because he had that mole in the middle of his forehead, was that a standard or wall?
That was a devil. That was a devil. Okay,
that was a choice.
You dodged 666, man. You dodged him, boy.
Why y'all messing with that?
I think that was. I don't know what to call that. That just was like.
What?
I would call that a standard or a wall.
Gina, that was a standard wall. That's what.
What's wrong with that though? What, he had a mole in the middle of his head?
Oh, it was a big one, and I just could not get around it.
Gina, I'm gonna be perfectly honest because we're transparent, right? We all transparent. I ain't got no problem with that because I had a lipocoma, if that's what they call it, come right here in my temple, and it grew. I watched it grow. It grew like this. So you can't be shallow like that. And I was looking retarded.
I couldn't get around.
I was looking retarded with this big old knot on the side of my head.
I could not.
Steve, I thought when you pulled that hat off, you were going to do a bill code, dude. I thought you were going to take that
I thought he was going to the mall.
I thought he was going to take that wig off, man. I didn't know.
Listen, I couldn't get around it, and it was staring me in the face every time I looked. I just couldn't. I just couldn't.
Hey, Gina. Like I said with the girl that had the spot on her face, she had the makeup on and covered everything, but after we got to sweating it out, she looked like Spot from Little Rascals, man. And I'm like, dude, and I've never seen her again after that time. Great sex, but it was over, dude. I couldn't do it because I'm looking at her like she was she was a dog with a. Anyway,
and Steve, I don't know that was a standard because.
It's not a standard. That was a personal choice.
Hey, let me get this last question. Let me get this last question.
There you go.
Let me get this last question is, in your opinion, do people hide some things in their past from their partner for fear that it would change how they look at them now?
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go with that one. Go ahead.
People do. I wouldn't, but people do that. Yes, you said, do people do it? Yes, they do it. I wouldn't hide who I am because it comes out. Who you are comes to light, regardless.
Yeah, I think the truth can never really be hidden because it's so natural that it's gonna come out regardless. And But what I would say is fear and shame sometimes plays on people to where they don't reveal certain things of themselves. Some things can hinder how you view a person, and so they don't want to be labeled from their past.
Okay. Bella said, yeah. If the security
it's
and
just
safety is there,
conversation.
yes, they do, because fear of being
Who
judged.
you were doesn't necessarily
Hold
mean
on,
that's
Steve.
who you are.
Steve got a lag
delay.
on his side. Yeah.
Bella said, yes, if the security and safeness isn't there, they do because fear of being judged. And Angie says truth always comes to light. But go ahead, Steve. You had something to say?
No, I was just saying because all the time, because who you were doesn't necessarily mean that's who you are.
I don't think you have to tell everything about your past.
I'm with you.
I think some things you don't have.
But he said hide. It's different when you hide.
Well, see.
Well, what's the? I mean, some people
you can not
what's
tell.
What's the difference if I don't tell you? Am I hiding it?
No.
What do you mean? What do you mean
no,
hide then?
If you don't tell me, boom. But if you hide something,
and like you find out,
necessarily hid this, maybe some paperwork, a picture, anything.
Okay, then what's the difference in what I said, Steve? If I said I didn't tell somebody about something in my past, is that hiding it?
No, that's just you didn't tell them, because what if they find out? If they just happen to find out, they found out. That's a difference. But if you hid it, it's something else.
Hey, Bobby
hiding it means I hid.
Bobby had a good question here. Hey, can somebody talk on just meeting someone for just the sake of being friends? Is that possible?
Put that back up.
I mean, it is possible, and I'll say this, but I can speak from a guy's perspective, okay? Even though I'm not that guy, a lot of guys are when they look at somebody, they're trying to meet somebody, they trying to go for something else, okay?
That's not.
I'm not saying everybody. I did not say everybody. I said some.
And it can happen, Bobby, because my late husband, I was with him for 17 years, and we were friends first. We would go out to movies. We would go out to breakfast, out to dinner, and we were platonic.
Honestly, yeah.
But it has to be agreed on both sides.
Yeah,
I got a best friend.
Both individuals have to be looking for just that.
Yeah.
I got a best friend from 7th grade, and it has never been nothing but me and her being friends.
Yeah, those, I ain't gonna say it's easy, but I would say when you are meeting someone that you've never known in your past, it can be a little difficult because it depends on what stage or what season of your life you're in. If you're looking for a friendship or you're looking for relationships, because sometimes you be outside of relationships for so long that you become clingy, or you become more obsessed with being in a relationship. So for me, I think you can be friends, just being honest and say, all I want to be is friends.
You gotta be content with being by yourself before, because like he said, you can become clingy. One thing, when we get needy as people, we go to the wrong thing. We go to man. That's an emptiness that we have to get within ourselves.
Bobby said,
"What is just like this with a relationship? Everybody know a brick house is you have to tuck point.
Yeah. So
right? When the foundation is cracked.
Yeah.
Another person is not necessarily go fill in them cracks, but the Lord can fill in them cracks and bring that person in that help tuck point.
I think to your
point, when we look for something, we need to just stop looking and allow God to be found. Allow something to be found through him.
Okay.
That's true, Steve. Go ahead, Mr. Banks. You were saying you had something
I think I think to Steve's point is we have to insert a word in our relationships to sustain us from the worldly emotions and feelings that we have for lust and sex and things of that nature if we truly desire to be in a friendship. But sometimes chemistry gets in the way of your friendship and you start crossing a line, those lustful lines you start crossing, and you throw off that friendship balance. But if you can
But
remain
Mr. Banks, I
Go
think
ahead.
if you value that friendship, you're not going to cross the line because you know that's going to muddy the waters, and that relationship, that friendship would never be the same.
I get you on that, but chemistry can sometimes change how you view someone because you're coming out, you got to put your feelings in check from what you've been through, because sometimes somebody can come in and treat you a whole lot better than you treated yourself, and you could really fall for that person outside of them being a friend. The other part is transference. You can have someone that actually listens to who you are and listens to the things that you're going through that you never had before. And so you start transferring those feelings and emotions in that exchange, and you start liking that person a little bit more. Sometimes that's why the
I don't
passion.
know.
Well,
I have had male friends all my life. I have male friends now, and I just don't look at them like that.
you
I
don't
just don't.
don't
I
mean they
don't
don't look
have.
at you that way.
But
I don't.
how you saying that, Brother Banks? It makes me feel like, but that's a person that's looking for another man to fulfill them. And when I say man, I mean man or woman, a human being to fulfill them.
Well,
I
in
You
think
the,
got to
that
in the
know
if
what
way,
fulfillment comes.
I think that if
You got
you
to know what
have those
fulfillment comes from.
boundaries and you don't cross those boundaries, what that male friend or that female friend will not cross those boundaries. That's how I feel. If you have those boundaries and certain things, certain conversations you shouldn't be talking about, certain things you shouldn't be talking about with that individual. They just friends. You know what I'm saying? You
Exactly.
shouldn't be
Lu-
talking about, sexual
Lustful, right?
relationships or, because that you're my friend and that's all you are. And so I'm not going to have those conversations with you.
Right. Lustful thoughts and lustful actions shouldn't be even brought there. But like you do said, I'm a newborn to loving my guy right, y'all. So what I'm saying is, once you've changed, all of that has changed because your actions as a person has changed.
Okay, we got to get out of here, y'all. Bobby got the last comment here. I believe that there has got to be. I'm sorry. I believe there has got a man, someone who would like to be a friend, even if. So men don't want to be a friend at any point. No, that's not what I was saying. I'm saying some men just are jaded in their thoughts. Okay, and on that note, man, we do have to get out of here. All right, Bro Banks, tell us about Melanin Marriage.
Melanin Marriage magazine is probably a product that I can't express enough. Not only do you get these type of exchanges and live, you can also get them through our words, through our hearts, through our emotions, and through our spirituality. You got to see those articles, man. They're outstanding. You're going to go through some emotional exchanges just reading them. And you don't get that from an everyday read, man. You have some intelligent people that's putting pen to pad in this magazine. And I'm not trying to sell you a product. I'm only trying to introduce you to something that could change your life.
Absolutely. Melanin Marriage, guys. Steve, what you got?
Yeah, like you said, check us out. I'm in Melanin Marriage too. One of the contributor writers, Stephen Edwards. Check me out at Epilepsy Enlightenment Seizure Support Group, or also check out the Lazarus Boy comic. And like it said, God is love, love is God. And this is one thing. We cannot be, two broken people can't make a whole. If your foundation is cracked, choose God to do your tuck pointing. Let's seal that foundation up. And then we be standing on solid ground. God is love, love is God.
Gina.
Yep. Listen, if you're in a relationship and it doesn't feel right, sit back and evaluate your feelings. Figure out why you're feeling that way. And then you may have to talk to your mate to find out how to get it back on track. But don't ignore your feelings. Sometimes we get those feelings that just don't feel right, and we just totally ignore it, and that problem just gets bigger and bigger. So evaluate it.
I appreciate you, Bobby. Again, man, let's keep these individuals in our prayer. Again, Foster Silvers from the Silvers died yesterday, I think it was. The R&B group, the Silvers. Ronald LaPree from the Commodores, he died on the same day, actually. And Brother Peebo Bryson, he had a stroke.
Yep, he had a stroke.
Not doing too well right now, So let's keep their families in our prayers and hold them up, okay? Again, man, y'all come check me out Wednesday on Convo with Sino Live, all right? And don't forget that the Relationship Roundtable is coming Saturday, June 30th.
Can you drop us that link for Wednesday?
I told him to. Yeah. I can't wait. Sino, my boy.
I'll do that. I got to mention everybody. I'm going to mention Brother Banks too, man, for real. Yeah. I'm going to mention everybody on my stuff. Hey, man, my school is having an all-white party, all right? Friday, July 24th, all right? West Side, I can't even put the fingers up. But
I knew that was coming up when I seen it on Facebook. I knew that was coming up.
We'll talk about that another day too. But until then, man, this is Dope Living TV Live, and we will see you guys tomorrow. All right, peace.
Whether in the house or outside, you know that we gon' do it. Make our own decision, turn around and still get through it. When you say the name, you know it's us and what we doing. So turn it on and let the bass get booming. Hey, yeah. Dope Living TV. Dope Living TV. Dope Living TV. Dope Living TV. Yeah. We got it all. Come and see. Yeah. Dope Living TV.